Yeah, back to work today. Good Tuesday for our guys. We knew, energy, excitement was going to be there. We were on them hard the last 2 weeks because we felt like we didn't want to slack up at all. Make sure we were taking care of the details to take care of business there. But again, non-conference is over, and we won Division I football in the Valley. Here we go, and we're about to jump in the deep end right now, headed to Southeast, one of the top teams in the conference, and we'll get a full load of what the Southland football conference is all about. We're excited. Again, challenging conference. We know the road ahead of us. We talked to the team today. There's only one road. It's hard, and it's going to be an uphill battle, but we're excited to get on the road and find out.
You're returning to Strawberry Stadium. Are there any memories from your past that pop up with that trip?
Yeah, we're 2-0 in that stadium. So, went as a coach at Texas State, went there twice. Again, they were good football team. It was a good league. So some good battles, but good stadium, neat atmosphere. All the Southland schools have great communities, not little, but great communities, great fan bases, and all the stadiums are fun to be around. So we're excited to get on the road.
Coach, if you can talk a little bit about the challenges that Southeastern presents on both sides of the ball.
The first one, is going to be defensively. Their defense overall across the board be the most talented team we've seen this year. They're great in all phases. They're sound. Coach Selfo does a phenomenal job. I was talking to him on the phone last night. I asked for a 3 Mississippi pass rush from him, but I don't think he's going to do it. But their D line is really good, and they gave LSU fits. They give them a lot of tech fits. You take the LSU game out, they're only giving up 17 points a game. So defensively, they're really sound. They don't do a lot. They don't have to do a lot. They let the front four go to work. So it's going to be a battle to keep those guys out of the backfield and be able to pass protect. But phenomenal job. Special teams are sound. They get down the field. They return kicks for touchdowns. They're excellent with all their details and fundamentals. And offensively, very very diverse and very unique. They play two quarterbacks. They both do a good job. So it's again, they're good. They're one of the top teams in the conference. In the coaches poll, I had them in the top three for sure, but they are definitely a contender. So for us, again, the mentality similar to how we went to Prairie View. We wanted to see how this program stacked up against a Division I team. Now let's go see where we stand against one of the top teams in the Southland Conference, and then go from there.
Coach, you finished your non-conference schedule undefeated. What's that like as a head coach, especially with the first-year program?
Well, it builds confidence, and again, hats off to our guys, our young men. So proud of everything they've done. Again, that's the best we could be. That's all we could do is focus week in, week out, and so the goal was to win every game and be 1-0 at the end of each week. We did that, and the goal hasn't changed. Now we know the task gets harder, but the goal is still the same. We're gonna plan, prepare, and practice, and the goal is to be 1-0 at the end of the week.
Right, so essentially, whole new season starting now with Southland and with Southland Conference play coming up. What are you telling the guys ahead of this week?
Oh, well, this is what we work for. This is why you came here, and you want to play Division I college football. And again, it's a competitive. As a competitor, that's what you want. You want the challenges. You want the battles. You want the games that are going to make you play up to your best. And we talk excellence is the theme this week, because we're going to have to play excellent. We're going to have to be excellent in details. We're going to have to be excellent as coaches in practice in all phases. So no, we're excited. Excited about the road. We know it's tough, but again, everyone came here knowing the challenge and ready to attack hard things.
All right. Coach, you talk about Louisiana Tech. You take away the LSU game. Their defense, like you said, only giving up 17 points a game. So what's your conversations with Eddie been like in the offense of just what to expect for a big game like this on the road?
Yeah, it's just, again, studying. It's going to be about details, knowing where to go with the football. We can't miss opportunities. They're going to make plays. We got to understand it's going to be a game of patience. They're going to make plays. We're going to have to punt. There's going to be times, but what we can't do is hurt ourselves. We can't turn the football over. We can't make mistakes on our end that just allow them to make more plays, but they're going to make plays, and we got to be ready to make some and take advantage of the plays they give us to make.
And fortunately for y'all, you've been in some games where the starters haven't had to play all 4 quarters, aside from the Prairie View A&M game. How does that just affect your play calling, or just what you're expecting from these guys with a team, the Southeastern, that has had to play their starters all 4 quarters in 4 games?
Yeah, nothing really, play caller wise. We just know that again, we're gonna have to put our best 11 on the field. So there's some situations where we've made some adjustments now, getting through these 4 games of finding out who our best guys on kickoff, best guys on punt, even to the best personnel offensively and defensively, of making sure our best 11 are on the field at all times.
And Coach, when you saw Southeastern's schedule and saw they would be playing LSU before you guys, what's just the first thought that goes through your mind when you saw that?
No, well, I mean they obviously played at a high level. You know, they've played in front of a big crowd. You know, they've got that experience, and they went toe to toe with them for a while. I mean, it was 0-0 most of the first quarter, and they got a lot of stops on defense. So no, they're just again they've played at that speed, so they're going to be playing at a different speed than what we've seen. So we've got to be ready.
And then just talking about a big win, if you guys are able to pull away with the win on Saturday, again, go 1-0 like you always want to do at the end of each week. What kind of momentum does that give you and your guys, heading into the rest of conference play as well?
Yeah, like I said, it'll be a good gauge of where we're at, and gauge of, hey, where is our program, where is our team right now, the 2025 team and our program stack up with one of the best in the conference. And like we told them today, we may, if we don't win, okay, where are we? Where do we stack up? What do we need to get better at? How's that how's that going to benefit us the rest of the year? Or if we were to come away with a win, well then, hey, what does that tell us now? And so we talk about getting these two first games here in conference, finishing that first half of the season, and then we'll talk about halftime. But these two weeks can affect really what our goals are for the second half of the season. So again, just worried about one day at a time, 1 week at a time. But yeah, we're going to go give it everything we got Saturday.